Good morning, 17th of January, Sunday. This is a very quiet Sunday morning stroll around the countryside. Yeah, just to give you a quick update on how things are going. I'm not far from Reading. You know, I've just heard the cars there. I'm just going down the A474. I've just nipped off into a bit of a field, just to be a little quieter. Yeah, the campaign. I've been speaking to people, everyone I speak to. It's been mainly friendly people. I've been trying to listen and trying to understand where people are coming from. Very, very difficult when you can see that they've only got their information from the main news sources, which of course, as we know, the main news sources are all speaking the same narrative, and now that narrative, it's so hard to go against the narrative. But in this whole time I've not seen the real questions being asked, and I can't for the life of me understand how anybody can believe in the mainstream narrative. You know, have lockdowns worked? We're in another lockdown now. Have they worked? Has it stopped the spread of the virus? May have slowed it down for a couple of months. Probably made it worse, if anything. I think I'm of the belief of the dry tinder effect. If you shield people from a virus, you know, something that's so tiny, it's 1,000 times smaller than bacteria. You know, it could live on the wind and travel extremely far. You think that water vapour dissolved into the air, travels around, you know, the wind could change and everybody in Wales could get it. We don't know, but certainly lockdowns haven't worked. Masks are a joke. I mean, you know, a couple of studies, observational studies, show that they might have some effect some of the time, and some of the masks, but the cloth ones are just an absolute waste of time. It's the old chainmail fence. You know, trying to stop water with a chainmail fence. But it makes people feel comfortable, but it's a political statement. It says I'll obey what the law tells me. They're telling me this, so it must be true. Really? It's just beyond me. Yeah, depressed about it occasionally, but there are people out there who actually have done a bit of due diligence, have actually looked themselves, and it may actually have some effect. It may actually slow down the virus and stop it spreading as fast. But you can't stop the wind once it's in a population. You're not going to stop it. Eventually, it's going to come round to you if it is a novel virus, and you know You're a human being, so your defence against it is your immune system. Could crash an entire economy, crash the world's economy, to try and stop this virus, eliminate the virus. It's insane. You're not going to be able to stop it. What you can do is protect the elderly, who don't have that long left anyway, so focus protection. As it said in the Great Barrington Declaration, which was poo-pooed, and you know, Boris and Matt Hancock turned around and said, "Oh, so you want us to let it rip?" You use the worst possible language to scare the life out of everyone. Insane. What about the NOCEBO effect? Has anyone mentioned the NOCEBO effect? What effect do you think terrifying everybody has on their immune systems? You know, does anybody know the biology that if you scare the living daylights out of people, you know, in that state of fear, their immune system shuts down, you're going to fight or flight, you know, ready to run away from the lion. You know, what do you need your immune system for right there and then if you're going to get eaten by a lion? So it shunts all the energy into escaping from the lion. So you're putting people into this fear state, run away from the lion state all the time. shut down people's immune systems. You've seen what people are like in stress. You know, we know stress kills. We know. You think telling people that there's a nasty virus out there that's out to get them isn't going to stress people all the time? So you're lowering the health of the entire nation by doing this and making everybody more susceptible to the virus. And it's like you're the health minister, Matt Hancock. You know, surely you've got the best information. You're being informed about this. So, assuming that you're not just incompetent, let's just give you some credit, and let's say that you are actually quite intelligent and that you do get the best sources. So, in that case, you're party to manslaughter. It's crimes against humanity, genocide. If you'd have spent all the money that you've spent bankrupting the country, furloughing everybody, depressing everybody, destroying people's livelihoods, destroying small businesses for the benefit of big business. If you'd taken all that money and you'd have spent it on the focus protection, you could have given everybody a personal trainer. You could have boosted everybody's vitamin profiles. Instead of being 70% in the UK, 70% vitamin D deficient, you could have given everybody vitamin D supplements, bought and paid for. You could have given everybody a personal trainer, a couple of yoga sessions a week. You could have turned us all into athletes with the amount of money you've spent. Well, anyway. I try when I speak to people, you know, and if I do get into a conversation, I do try and talk to this stuff about them. A lot of people are just too scared. They're just too scared, don't want to hear. And the assumption that lockdowns work, it's just a religious assumption. Lockdowns work, it's just whether we did them hard enough, fast enough, strong enough, early enough. I don't understand why people aren't questioning it. I really don't. You know, somebody explain to me why. Right, well that's a bit of an update for today. Batteries are going, so near Reading, maybe 3-4 days away from the capital, maybe the rest day, so 5 possibly, and I'll see you soon.